Welcome to this video where we like to show you how to create a scan web page with generative AI. We have chosen ChatGPT to create us a web page and as a component to talk to the TWAIN compliant devices, we have chosen encleso. To show you all necessary steps, I have done nothing else than creating a user account as encleso that we can use it as a free demo version. And that means, as we will show every single step, this video might be a little bit longer, but it's worth to follow until the end. I'm here at encleso.com and I go to get started. In this case, we see here already a web page from encleso which can be used for scanning. But we are not going to use this because we want to create our own page and show how easy that can be if you're not a programmer with ChatGPT. If you're a programmer, of course, it's easy for yourself. But first of all, we have to download the client component, which needs to be installed on the client computer for the communication with the TWAIN devices. So that we want to keep, of course, and we know it's secure. So we open that and install it. After the installation from the encleso component, you see here a short notification that encleso is running, and you always can check it. It is now here in your little box. That is the encleso icon, and you can see encleso version 1.0 64-bit is installed. And the great thing with encleso is that it supports 32-bit and 64-bit TWAIN drivers. That is a big difference to most components I have seen so far. So we are already prepared. It is running, and if we would go to the sample page, of course we see all the connected TWAIN devices. But we want to program it by ourselves with the help of ChatGPT. And yeah, ChatGPT can do something, read, interpret the nice documentation which comes with encleso on the So I have given the instruction to ChatGPT to create a web page which allows to scan. And obviously here ChatGPT was reading the documentation and was telling me a lot of things, but I'm not interested in that. I want to get a file, so So please create me the full source code of this page. And now ChatGPT is using a plugin which I have installed called CoderPad, and that is helpful for the HTML and also JavaScript parts of that what now will be created. It takes some time, and I can use this time already to prepare me a file. I will create a new text document which I will call scan.html. I will open it with Notepad. I want to make sure that this is really HTML file and not a text file. So this is wrong, and I edit this one. Okay, I can use Studio Code for that. But let's go back to what ChatGPT has done for us. So, integrated everything ChatGPT says. So, it's quite short. Let's see how that works. Of course, if you don't have Visual Studio Code, you can use also the Notepad or the editor. I double click on that. I select the device. Let's take the product scanner, scan page. Oh yes, it's already scanning. Fantastic. Great. So the first demo was working really great. And I have here my scan result. But let's ask ChatGPT to make some more adaptations. I will let ChatGPT know that the code is working fine. What the driver is offering. All right, so now we will get a new code, and in this code then we also can set with which resolution we want to scan. Pretty amazing to see that ChatGPT completely understands the documentation of encleso and is using here the right commands to get capabilities and set capabilities. That's really great. I don't know where that will end, but already now I believe that we have here a great approach to get this program changed. I think I have closed the code, so I will look again. I will select all, move it, and paste the new code, save, and start it. Okay, now there's a possibility to read the information, and this scanner offers 75 to 1200 dpi. For the color mode, we don't have a result, so that might be the case because the scanner does not offer that, or maybe the code from ChatGPT is not correct. So let me see what is offering TWAIN, for example. It fills that up, but here we see there is a mistake. Not always the code is generated perfect, but let us see, for example, scanning with 100 dpi. If the scan functionality is still given. No, it's not working anymore. So that can of course happen, and I have to tell ChatGPT you made a mistake. Also, scanning is not working any longer. Finds a bug and give me a tool for affected code. As usual, ChatGPT apologizes for the mistake and is creating a new code. I don't know if ChatGPT has already an idea what was the problem or why it does not working. Okay, that seems to be an explanation, and I will again copy the code. And paste the new code into Visual Studio Code. And call scan again. Wow, the bug is fixed. You already see the monochrome page is filled. Let me take again the Kodak Alaris scanner with 150 dpi, and I want it in RGB. I start the scan. Alright, so only one bug is fixed. Scanning is still not working. Just for the sake, I will take another scanner. No, it's working with none of these scanners. So back to ChatGPT. Thank you. Column mode selection is now working, but scan button has still no function other than in the first version of your code, which did scanning correct. Please fix it and give me the complete code. Okay, so ChatGPT will make another try. I already delete the old code while we are waiting for the new. Still a quite very short code, but that's also the intention of encleso. Make it really easy. So we have still less than 100 lines of code here to do all these things. I save it and I call them this page again. No function at all. That's quite a pity. Maybe I have an idea. Could it be that we need to wait a moment? So let's wait 2 seconds. No. So a new code is going to be generated. That's something which might happen with ChatGPT, that you have a working solution at the beginning and then it changes something and has quite some difficulties to fix it after that. Please ensure that the client application is running. Yes, of course. Otherwise, we would also not get the capabilities. Copied. I don't change the parameters for the moment to exclude this as well, but still not working. That means I give ChatGPT more instructions. To make sure that I have a new version, I also make a small change in the user interface. Also add a checkbox. So I asked ChatGPT to fix the scanning problem, but also to add one additional control, which sets if we scan with or without user interface of the train driver. So far, we have not set here anything, and all scans were without the user interface of the train driver. That means no additional dialog comes up, and it was not necessary to click to scan, but also we had no possibility to change any settings. everything was controlled by the source code which we are using here. So now we want to get the choice. Okay, so we want to give it another try. Copy the code from ChatGPT into. So we are just above the 100, so there was not much change for this additional control. So yeah, the control is here. Show scanner user interface, yes, no. But that does not help if the scan function is not working. Not very fancy. I just click on scan here, and it scans the document. Wonderful, scanning is now working, but ChatGPT has done something with the code that the image is no longer shown here. But also this we will ask ChatGPT to fix. Scanning is now working, but no image will be displayed. As I trust that the scanner is scanning, maybe that is just an issue and that not the right image is shown. ChatGPT is glad to hear that scanning is working now. Yeah, we are glad as well, and we would be even more glad if now also the image can be displayed. Okay, so we are doing here quite some loops, which is time consuming, but on the other hand, if you have no idea from HTML and from JavaScript, and you don't have a programmer available who's doing that for you, then of course it is helpful anyhow. Copy the code, go to Visual Studio, select the old code, remove it, take a new one, still below 100. I switched the UI off, 300 monochrome maybe. Oh, I was on the wrong device. I have the travel scan not connected in the moment. So I got an error message, which is absolutely correct. I go back to the Kodak scanner, 150, start scan. It scans the page, but still does not show it. We are going for another round. Okay, SnapGPT explains us what it has changed and why it has changed, but you never know if they are an expert on this. So it is another try. And of course, in such a case, if you don't want to go rounds and rounds, you can contact the encleso support and they will fix that, of course, much faster if they see what's here the problem. No paper, so let me load paper. Still no image. So as the UI is not very beautiful, I will ask also ChatGPT to beautify it. So I ask ChatGPT to use CSS to make it more user-friendly. And of course, I want to get the complete code. I don't want to play with any snippets. Let's see what ChatGPT is doing for us now. Nice explanation, but let's do the proof of the pudding. and copy the source into the file. Now we have 141 lines. Oh yes, that looks really beautiful. But I don't care if it does not scan. Respectively, does not show the image. So, having had a look to the code, I want to give ChatGPT another option to create the source code. And again, ChatGPT thinks it understands now the issue. I have heard that too often, but let's give it a try again. At the same time, I have asked also that the image will not placed beside the scan button, but below, to make the UI even nicer. I really want to implement one more thing, but it makes no sense if the image is not displayed. Voila! Yeah, it really takes a couple of rounds, but now we are here where we want to be. Even I have to say that setting of this capability was not working, because blue should be in blue, and so we need to check why that has not worked. So I do it once more with the user interface. Oh, sorry, that was not switched on. So color photograph, scan. All right, so we see another issue here in the source code. The source code is showing an image, but it's not showing the actual one. It is showing an older one where we have used a different scan setting. Anyhow, we made good progress, so it's time to go to the last round. If you have not done yet, it's time to subscribe our channel to get more updates from that. I will inform ChatGPT about the progress. It's the wrong one. Which has been scanned before. So, and finally, I want also have a print function that we can print the image. Good luck. Okay, at the same time, I load again the document. Clear the old code. Wait for the new code. Quite beautiful that the code here is generated structured and also having different colors for functions, variables, and text. So it's quite good readable if we have a basic knowledge of these programming languages. So there was a change of the index. That sounds quite promising. 157 lines. I hope printing is also included now. RGB without user interface. The scanner is loaded. Scanning is working. And now we have also the color mode, correct? Because this was in blue, and also as I'm using a demo version of encleso, not the licensed version, I got the watermark, which has also here the color. And I have the print image function. Great. Let's see if it works. Okay, so there seems to be something which need to be adjusted with the size of the page. Because here letter is set and I have printed an A4 page. Voila. So also that is possible. I print somewhere a PDF page. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. In the moment, it is just a single page scan function. Of course, I could now tell ChatGPT to make it a multi-page. This video is already quite long, so I would say let's keep it as it is for today. And we will do a second session to enhance a lot of more things, to make it really sophisticated. But I will copy also the source code which ChatGPT has generated 157 lines only using encleso the web scanner component, which has access to all TWAIN devices, and gives us this simple page. So you can start yourself on with the source code which I copy into the video description. So make sure you are subscribed and see the next part of this video. Thank you for being with us.